Hello everyone. Today in this video we will create a simple graph and then we will create some vertical line with constant of x value. First of all we will create the figure. We will look into the level and title, how to create legend, and then start with a single vertical line, and then we will quickly look into the style and color and how to add labels to the vertical line that we will add, and then following to that we will look into multiple line and multiple level. um, Finally, we will look into a multiple line with multiple color and how we will add those particle lines into the legend. So let's get started. So I have taken some data for x and y. So what I'll do, will run this cell, and then I will simply um, run plot x and y to plot this the graph. So this is what we get, a really simple line graph. And now let's quickly add the label and a title for x and y axis. In order to add the label, what we can do is simply label and then the text for x label. I will simply keep it x axis, and you can write whatever the information is for your font. For y label, and title, simply call the title method and the title of execute it. And we can see that the title and the label of the axis has been added. So let's quickly add the legend. What we need to do is call the legend again and give the label of the legend. So I will say, let's say legend 1 or data 1. And I can see that the legend is there. If we want, we can change the orientation and position of this legend, but that's out of the scope of this video. So let's start with the vertical line. So in this video, we will only consider the vertical line with constant to x value. So method, we need to call the x line, and then we can simply call the position where we want to create that vertical line. So let's say that I want to create somewhere in x value of 16. So I will give the value for that. We'll create a very simple vertical line in constant with x value of 16. So now if I want to change the style and color, I can simply do and style. So now the style, I can give a solid line. If I want a solid line, then I need to use single minus, which is a default value anyway. If I want to have a dashed line, I can have these. And so if I want to create a dashed line, I can simply give minus, and then I will actually quickly close this graph and comment this one out so that it does not create a duplicated double x line. So I will actually run the whole cell quickly, and then it gives us this dashed line. So that's how we change different style of the line. Now if I want to add a color with it, so what I can do is giving the short name, let's say that R for red, B for green, B for blue, C for cyan, magenta. I will add the list of different style and color in the description of this video, so please do have a look. Okay, so for now we will give it dashed line, and then um, I think I will go with my favorite color, green. Okay, so um, now let's quickly add a label for um this line. So in order to do that, what we need to do is simply giving the name of the label of line. So now we can see that the label of line is given, and if you have noticed that, I mean, it's giving the label with the same color. Okay, so um, we will now see how we can add multiple line and multiple label within the same graph. So to do that, what we will do, we need to specify the x value where we want to put each of these line in, and we will put those inside a list. But the interesting fact is you don't need to um, give comma separated value. So if I say that my first line is going to be on 16 and the second one is going to be on 35, and should be it, and then I need to specify the label inside curly braces and separate them with let's say that's line one. Okay, so now you can see that we have created two um, line, one in value 16 and one is in 35, and then we have added the labels for both of them. So now now we will add the legend, add these two in the legend, and as you can see that inside this legend we already having two legend with for data one and data two, but we can see that I mean we want to have a different labels, right? So we want some different name than data one and data two. So what we need to do is we can call the legend. So previously we called the listen at the beginning, so that's why every time you will be adding different line, and Matlab will automatically add those line in the listen, but with data 1, data 2, data 3, and so on. So we don't want that, and that's why what we'll do, we will call the listen, after we add the X line. So let's call the legend now. So let's add the value for these lines in the legend. So what we need to do is we need to get rid of the legend function call that we called before, and then call the legend after we specify the lines. So we can specify the label for the legend. First one is going to be one line one for the first vertical line, then line two for the second vertical line, and then if we run this now, so it will create line 1 and line 2. That means you can specify whatever the name you want to give for that particular line. And if you want to get rid of this value, as you're already adding those in the list, and what you can do is simply get rid of these labels, and that will do your work. Now, imagine that in one situation you want to specify a range. Maybe you want to specify one particular line with the minimum range and another line with maximum range, right? And right now what we have is both of these vertical line has the same color, and we actually want a separate color. And the problem is you can't add two different um, color for this. So that's why in order to add another line with a different color, we need to create another X line. So we need to call X line, and then it will actually call another line in 40. So we'll specify 40, and then um, color and style. This time I will create a dotted line with red, and then um, I don't want to give the labels. Instead, what I'll do, I will add that in the listen. So in order to have that in correct format, what I will do, I will call this listen again, but this time after the line that it creates the line with the name of the listen that I want to give. So I will say, so if I run it again, so now I can see that I have another vertical line with a different color this time, and I have added the name as well. Okay, in that way we can create different color, different style, multiple line, and then we can um, add those lines in the listen. So now let's have a look to different alignment and orientation of the label, the vertical line label that we have. So the first one that we will try is um, the horizontal alignment of these um, this label. Right now, as you can see, that is on the right side of this vertical line. We can have that in center and on the left as well. So in order to do that, what we need to do is call the label horizontal alignment, and let's say that is we want it in the left now. So if I execute it, so now I can see that it's on the left side of this vertical line. And now, if I want to, change this of this position of the label in the center or in the bottom. So what we need to do is call the vertical alignment. So let's say that we want to be in the center this time, and in the label vertical alignment, we want it to be in the center. So by default is in the top. We can keep that in we can keep that in the center. We can keep in sorry we can keep it in the so we can we can keep this level vertical alignment in top, which is by default anyway. So let's keep it in the bottom this time. We can have that in the middle of the line. If I run now, I can see that this is now in the center as we specified. The horizontal alignment is in the center, and the vertical alignment of these um, two labels is in the bottom. And now I don't want it to be like horizontal orientation. Rather, I want it to be um, uh, okay. So now I don't want this label to be aligned with the line. Rather, I want it to be horizontal, so I can see it like this. Um, Descent, right, on the right hand side or left hand side, however I want. But this time I want to be it on the right hand side, so I will give it right, and then I want the orientation to be changed, and I need to call the label orientation, and I want it to be horizontal. So I'm expecting it to be on the right hand side and bottom um, of this line. So let's run it. I can see that as expected, both of these label is on the right, right. Right aligned, right horizontal aligned. Vertical alignment is bottom, and the orientation is now horizontal. If I want to get it back, I can simply change it back to aligned. So in this way, I can modify um, the alignment of this label. So we did not cover X line. Um, so we did not cover um, the horizontal lines. So the concept of horizontal line is exactly same, but all we need to add is instead of X line, we need to provide Y line, and then we can provide the values for the Y and kind of follow the same parameters and same methods to have to have you know um, line for the to have horizontal line on constant with y axis. Okay, so that will be all for this video. I hope you enjoyed and you find it useful. If you do, please do like, comment, and subscribe to my channel.